Hey y'all, I'm back, and this is going to be a video where I show you how I cut my hair using the clippers. I know before in my video of how I cut my Pixie at home, I just used the shears the whole time, and I talked about the clippers, but I didn't record that. So here I'm going to record myself using my clippers. I'm going to show you how I use my clippers, you know, what guards I use, all of that, how I part my hair off. And this is going to be a cut that's not traditional. It's a little more of a stylish, trendy kind of cut, but I'm kind of tired of the, you know, traditional Pixie with the waved up edges. I feel like everybody's doing that now. So I'm going to do a cut that I've been thinking about doing on myself for quite a while, and it turned out really nice. You can't see it with the way I have my hair today, but I had a meeting in the office, so I had to go in and I had to look, you know, a little more corporate, so that's why my hair is like this, but you'll be able to definitely see it in the video. And I tried to record as clearly as I could and explain as much as I could, so I really hope that this helps, and let's get into it. Okay y'all, don't mind none of this, like don't mind how crazy I look, nothing. This is the remnants from my bun tutorial. I'll put a link to that if you want to see it. But what I'm getting ready to do is cut my hair. And I'm going to cut it with clippers, and I'm going to cut it because I'm pretty much tired of this. Like, you know, everybody and their mama now doing the little waved edges. Everybody and their mama is, you know, rocking shortcuts now, and it's cool, but like most things, you know, evolve. And I've been wearing my hair short for so many years that it's like a cycle. This happens. So what I'm going to do is like really take all of this length. You see it? All of this down, all of this down, all of this down. Leave a little bit of an edge, you know, by my ear. And I'm gonna do it with the clippers. So I'm gonna try to record it as best I can. And I decided to do it now because this is like the style that I want, meaning I want this to all be short. Short, and then I want to keep this and, you know, play with this a little bit up in the top. So I'm gonna make sure first and foremost that my shit even, because you know that is not cute to be trying to cut your hair home and then it be all crooked. And then all the professionals be like, that's why y'all need to start watching the people on YouTube. And if you are not comfortable with this, please take your behind to a professional and get your hair cut. Don't do what I do if you're not comfortable. If you're comfortable and you want to watch how I do it, by all means, watch how I do it. So this is kind of going to be like an undercut in the technical sense that all of this hair will be super short in comparison to the top. So this is the part I evened it out much more, as you can see. You're just starting out and you feel confident enough to try it, a good rule of thumb is to just measure. You know, like if you want to measure from here to this, from this part of your ear to the part, measure that, and then go on this side and measure from, you know, here to the part, just to ensure that things are as even as you want them. And honestly, unless you're gonna wear your hair parted like this and up in a bun, which you could, obviously, don't stress yourself over certain things. One of those things being this part. Don't stress yourself over the part itself being so exact and precise that it looks like somebody took a razor blade and cut the part. What you do want to concern yourself with is the evenness and the balance on both sides of your head, and that there's not some, you know, large, you know, disparity where you have like a big, you know, dip or something like that. But like, don't stress about that. This is fine. This is okay. There is nothing wrong with this. You know, if there's a couple of little hairs off or whatever, don't stress about that. That's okay. So these are the clippers that I use. It's just a regular, nothing fancy, run-of-the-mill from Sally's Beauty Supply. This is the brand. Conair Champion. That's it. Basic. I don't know anything about clippers. I know that it's probably like most things, there's better quality out there, but for me, this is what I use and it works. So I'm starting with the biggest guard there is, and I always do this even though I end up going smaller. Do not ever try to cut your hair without a guard, unless you just want a straight fade and you're, you know what you're doing. But this is the biggest guard that comes in my particular clippers packaging. It's a number 4. So I'm just going to take this, and you know what this does. When you move this forward, it takes those smaller blades and it pushes them up closer to the part that's actually cutting your hair. When you move this back, it moves those blades back down like this. So you want to cut more hair, and you want a closer cut, you're going to go up. You know, you want a not so close cut, you're going to move them back. And obviously the guard is going to help with all of that. I'm going to go like this. I'm not going to cut this section first. Always have a plan. This is the plan. I'm not going to cut this section first because, like I said, I want to leave some play there. So I'm going to start here, and I'm just going to go up. Move that ear out of the way, go up, go up, go up. By starting with the large guard, also what it allows is later, if I want to go back and make the cut very feminine and leave some little wispies here, I can do that because I didn't just shave my head. So that's another thing to take into consideration. So let's go. I go in, adjust this same guard, and then I go over everything again. So I go over it once with the guard on and this all the way back, and then I'm going to go over it with this all the way up in the same guard. And you want to look at your hair. Get you a mirror, look at your hair from all angles, comb it down, make sure it's the, cut you want, make sure you haven't gone too short, try to comb it out like this, make sure it's what you want. Check it out before you move on. If this is what you want already and you're there, then hey, you can stop. You can put the clippers away, you can clean everything up and go from there. Me, I want it just a little bit shorter, and then I'm going to go back in with the shears and do some stuff. I'm going to go down to the next size, which is the 3, and I'm going to take my clippers again, flip this back, because I'm going down to the next size. So I don't want to go to the next size and have the blades all the way up. We're going to go in slow sections here. You want to progress slowly so you don't end up with a big ass ball chunk. So I'm gonna put this on, and the same thing, I'll come back and show you guys. Now I'm gonna go back in with my shears. And if you notice, when I was cutting, you would see me have the clippers like this, and I would turn to the side. That's so that I could get that light to pass through, so that I could see if I was missing hair. So like right up near the part, see this? I have longer hairs because I was trying to make sure I didn't hit that part and blend too much. So I'm just gonna take the shears and cut it. It's just super short. It's like, that's it. Go through, do that with the shears, and then I'm gonna come back and show you guys how I'm gonna clean up all these baby hairs. All these baby hairs by my edges. I'll be back. Okay, all I did was comb my edges down, took this and did a slanted part. So you can see how much hair there is there. And I don't want all that. So I'm gonna cut this on an angle, but I'm gonna cut it super close to. So I took this off, all that off. And I'll explain why. Because what I'm gonna do is this. When I do my hair and style my hair, I'm gonna comb this down to give that fake illusion of a fuller hairline and my hairline being, you know, further down. When I comb this straight down, that's buzzed, it's gonna lie really flat and look nice and smooth. And then as I get up here where the hair starts to have a little length, I can easily comb it like that when I'm laying it down, and it'll blend down, and it won't go from this like short to just this piece of hair sticking out, because this is significantly longer than these. You know, there's no hair here now, it's all gone. So when I do that though, that will look nice. And I like my hairline like this too. I part it like that intentionally, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it like that. If you don't, if you part your hair perfect, like, I shouldn't say perfect, but straight like this, you might want to be careful with what you do with this piece here. But I like my hair on a slant. You see my part is going like this, it has a curve to it. So I'm gonna keep this the length that it is, because I like that. That's a good, nice little length. Not too T-Boz-ish, you know, but it ain't too short. But this, I'm gonna take some of this length off. And I'm combing it forward, because that is the way I'm gonna style it. No matter what style I do, unless I'm putting it back in a sleek bun, and even if I do, I'm gonna have my sides out, my hair is gonna be molded down, that portion of it. So and I always cut my edges on a slant. Don't cut your edges like this. Even if you have a bowl cut, go into the hair like this and do this, and then when you have the hair that's full enough and long enough, this way you cut that straight across. Don't cut this like that, because you will look like Pee Wee Herman. And that ain't cute. So, there. See how this goes that way? That's not the effect we want. We want that effect. So that means that I need to take a little more of this off to blend in with that. That is the look you want right there. That nice little slant, that nice little fake, you know, my hair is just really down here. And when I wrap this, and then I'm gonna come off that wrap, and I can either flick it up like I do. I can still do me a little, you know, swirl back if I like. If I want some really fun sides, I can even, you know, flip it like that. So that's it. Some good foam, girl. It's gonna look like that Hawaiian silky right there on them edges. Them edges gonna lay down. Okay, I'll be back. I'm just being silly now. I'll be back. Okay, so this side is done. This is done. It looks like there's a patch right there, but it's really not. It's a big ass gray spot. So, and see, this is how it's gonna fall in the back, which is what I wanted. This really, really short, and then this is gonna fall over it. Or if I want to style it going forward, I can style it going forward. I'm very happy. This is how I wanted it. I hope you guys learned. I hope you were able to follow me. I can't just look that crazy. I have to at least pull it back while I try to talk to y'all. I look so crazy, but you get the picture. And it will look even cuter now with the bun, you know, with this side shorter. In my opinion, I think so. I think it's really cute like this. Back, I left this little piece. I left this little guy right here. But I wanted it like that. So when I took the clippers in the back and I went, I'll show you, when I would go over that area in the back, just be mindful. Just like I was holding this and doing my ear, I would just hold that little piece and then just go, you know, up like that. How you can customize your hairstyle for your personal liking when you do it at home. You can do everything you want to do. If I wanted to go back in and like make these sides real clean and like, you know, get that real crisp look, I could totally do that. I personally don't like that. I think it looks more feminine like this, kind of, you know, messy like that. And when I wrap my hair and lay it down with foam, I like the way that looks, so I leave it that way. But you can do whatever it is you want to do. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this helped. Talk to you guys later when I look better, when my hair is styled, and when I don't have on a raggedy shirt. Bye. Okay, y'all, that was it. Thank you for watching as always. Thank you for subscribing. Follow me on social media. On Instagram, I'm at _prettypixies. All the information for this will be down below. And if you have any questions or comments, as always, please leave them and I will always get back to you guys. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.